Fire the weapon. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Action Theater Presents. On this day, Action Theater presents Mel Gibson's Apocalypto from, was it 2005, I believe, or 2005 or 2006. Uh, yeah, so this one was directed by Mel Gibson. Started a bunch of actors that names I can't not pronounce very well. Maybe my partner, the YouTube Ronan, would like to read the synopsis.
All right. Do we have the synopsis up?
Yeah,
All right.
Go for it.
All right. All right. So you have this. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Yes. All right. Yes. Thank you. I have a screen. A heart-stopping mythic adventure set against the turbulent end times of the once great Mayan civilization, when his idyllic existence is brutally disrupted by a violent invading force. A man is taken on a perilous journey to a world ruled by fear and oppression, where a harrowing end awaits him. Through a twist of fate and spurred by the power of his love for his woman and his family, he will make a desperate break to return home and ultimately save his way of life. Okay, this is an action drama. Rated R. Be forewarned.
Hmm.
It is subtitled because it is entirely in the Mayan language, and but don't worry, there's not after a point. There's not really a whole lot of dialogue. It's just pretty much straight up action, especially in the second half. And you will know when you get to that point. Runtime is 2 hours and 12 minutes. Directed by Mel Gibson, starring Rudy Youngblood, Raul Trujillo, and Gerardo Terracena. All right.
Welcome to new member. Uh, how do you? Can you?
Uh, Tabarasp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. Sorry if I got that wrong. Welcome to being a new member over on Bill's channel. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Hope you enjoy the show.
And um, those of you who may be watching on your tablet or cell phone, mobile phone device, maybe right here, the pinned at the top of the link is a link for the screening room, which will have our feature film. Uh, Due to YouTube guidelines, we're unable to show it the film in its entirety, so you must catch this live broadcast to have access to the screening room where the film will be played in its entirety theatrical run. We're sorry. We have to abide by the copyright law and guidelines of YouTube, so we cannot present it here to you on the YouTube platform due to copyright and YouTube guidelines. So, we hope we go over there, and we're going to start this film very shortly. And here I'm going to give the countdown. Just give five, four, three, two, go.
Icon Productions. Great civilization is not conquered from without until it has destroyed itself within. Durant.
So we're first introduced to a tribe pack hunting uh, a boar. This Mayan tribe is great pack hunters. And they hunt in groups. They're hunting a wild boar and skirmishing through the forest that they have there, the rainforest. Basically, they're a tribe that thrives on being together. They all forage for food to feed the folks of the tribal. It's very interesting how they work together with traps and whatnot. This is how life was back before supermarkets and that all came to be. It's,
And the first character we see is our hero, Jaguar Paw, is played by Rudy Youngblood.
now, like in North American Indians say, use and have own little rituals for the kill of their hunt. And they're going to be interesting. They're going to be playing a joke on one of the hunters. They're all going to eat parts of the organs of the boar. Uh, they have a nice joke coming up here. The kind of cruel joke, but a man who has been having problems with fertility with his own wife. So one of his best friend, offers him the boar's testicles, telling him that he would gain fatherhood by consuming the testicles. Lately, does his friend know it's a joke being played solely on him? It's a very funny joke, but a hard lesson learned. Sorry, the testicles have no property whatsoever. No, but it was fun watching you, he says.
Hello, Lady Mist.
I could imagine hunting in the rainforest in South America at this time. So much of the rainforest has been destroyed to this point. This was in, I believe, the mid to late 14th century. So it's like taking place like in Colombia, Peru, those parts of Southern America. The Spanish conquistadors will come into play later in the film.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's playing yet another joke on the poor fellow because he says, why not try to fool him again? And you'll get to the reason what he gave him. He basically gave him chili peppers, and he told him to rub it on a certain place. You'll see.
The first inkling that things may not be according to Hoyle.
Here, our tribe comes in contact with another tribe
Mm-hmm.
who's on the run or on the move anyway. Mayans are quite interesting. They had uh, tattooing that was done by scarification, so they all have unique scarification tattooing on their bodies. Quite interesting, and of course, tribal piercings, which uh, is used, people still do today, but not in the way of which tribal piercings and all that used to be. They've kind of lost its ground in the modern world. Well, good you arrived, Jamie. We're not that far into the film. We're exactly 10 minutes and 55 seconds into it. Welcome.
Hello to Jamie Simons has joined us, and we have in Cosme, our pal from across the pond, Words and Pictures,
Hey, words and pictures. Great to see you, pal.
and JPRPH1. Yeah, we missed you.
Hope you're well. Things are going good for you. Those are the that noise you hear is a howler monkey, and notorious for howling and being quite ferocious primates. The other tribe offered up, I guess, fish that they caught in the sea as chameleon as walking through their lands. I guess it's funny. The woman that's nagging him is his mother-in-law because she wants grandchildren, and she's yelling and screaming, and hollering at him in Mayan, get give me grandchildren, like give me grandchildren, and she's like on his case about it. And he's kind of like the town fool because he's tall and he's big and strong, but yet he hasn't given his wife children yet. So he's kind of treated as the tribe fool, and he's got a really nagging mother-in-law that really wants grandchildren. Even so bold to sit right out their tent, and her daughter's like, "Mom, leave! You don't want you here." Now that monkey tied to the stake is not a howler monkey, just a different type of primate, less vicious. Howler monkeys are really mean and vicious. His son's playing with a much docile primate being kept as a pet.
Of course, we get a peek into Jaguar Paul's home life. Young son, pregnant wife.
Here's where that second joke comes in that the other elder played on him. He told him to rub basically like hot peppers on his man parts, and he doesn't say he's trained for it right now, and so is his wife. And the Taeyong's just laughing, and he goes dunks himself in the place where the animals drink from the trough. It's a cruel joke, but everybody's enjoying the joke. And this is also calming before the storm in our
Yeah.
story, because what comes next is something that nobody wants. Basically, that was the coming before the storm, before the great evil and darkness falls upon the tribe. Here we have an elder telling stories at the campfire. I like how their jewelry depicts where they live off the land. A lot of shells mixed with bones and stuff that they find in their lands. It looks like our town elder telling the story lost a limb or had a limb amputated, basically his hand, part of his arm. I never could sense why Jaguar Paw has such a face filled with intrepidation. Like it's almost as he's sensing uh, the darkness that's maybe coming, or he's very fearful of something. You see his unborn son dancing in the womb. I like that. That was a nice touch that they were able to add in there. So here you have the morning, and the dogs are barking, sensing the darkness and the wave that's about to be exploded upon this tribe. He's telling him just before he wakes to run. Trouble and hell of the storm is coming. Not an actual storm, a storm of unseen, unheard of presidents. But that dog's barking for a reason, which she doesn't realize. A very skilled warrior based tribal hunters hunting fellow man for the rich, super rich of the Mayan culture.
And our group of evil guys here are led by Raul Trujillo, and he plays a character named Zero Wolf. You might remember him from Riddick. He was also in the La Femme Nikita TV series. And his second command is Gerardo Terracena, and he plays a character named Middle Eye. You might remember him from Sin Hombre, and he was also in Man on Fire and Narcos Mexico. And sadly, he passed away about a month ago.
Yep, yep, you did. I remember seeing that. I love this film for many reasons. The fact that they can tell a whole story with re- uh, Mayan dialogue in their language, and the action and the everything speaks for itself. This film was amazing, and is a very rare gem in my book. So basically, these pack of hunters of evil men are burning their village. They're taking the men as slaves and women, and they're gonna leave. They're basically gonna leave the children behind, but they're just going. They're killing most of the villagers and the elders, and their sole purpose is to take them in to be sold as slaves. Actually, well, without spoilers for those who haven't seen this film, you'll see what they're actually there for.
So, Jaguar Paw is lowering his family into the well, and that's going to become kind of a race against the clock. You'll see. And Jaguar Paw takes out his first bad guy.
Hello and welcome, Connie Clary, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for a second channel, Love Tech Productions. Hello, Jamie and Lynn Simmons. Hello to you. Ooh, nice tackle. It's a nice dagger made out of volcanic rock, looks like, with a bone handle, of course, or some type of ivory or something like that. He's having a tantrum.
Yeah.
I really wanted to kill him.
And the love affair begins.
Uh-oh.
Ah, you idiot.
You spoke his name. You shouldn't have said that. They might have kept the elder alive, but this is just cruel what his captor does. And I'd say his father is only in his 50s to maybe early 60s, maybe, if that. Not much, very older.
Yeah, he's not an old man at all. Really.
I He might even be before his 60s, but
Hmm.
definitely a man that's an elder in his mid age. His captor gives him a name.
Yeah, he's gonna taunt him with this for the rest of the film.
Yeah. His you got to hand it here to his wife because she's really fighting the captors. Like, I don't want to go with you. Get the hell out of here. It's just very dark times while that's falling on this tribe who is just minding their own business, being captive and to be sold as slaves, or in some cases worse.
And hello to Gambit first.
This guy has a broken rib and he's bleeding out. This guy's investigating what's the purpose of this rope. He's gonna throw a big boulder down this well. Oh, there's a broke off a stalagmite and almost hit his wife and child. Yeah, those daggers are definitely made from some type of volcanic rock. I can only imagine the thoughts going through Jaguar Paw's head right now. Like, oh God, now I've left them. I left my wife and son to die. But in many ways, he did save her and her child from this hell that's mistaking this village. Hello, Hokenberg.
Yeah, that's Gambit.
We seen you talking. I just never know how to pronounce your name in the
And Cosme, yeah.
pardon me, long one.
A little behind the scenes of the show here, folks. For those of you who maybe aren't as familiar with Cosme, is that sometimes people's handles are different on Cosme than it is
Yeah,
on YouTube. So sometimes it's a bit of a guessing game as to who's who, and yeah, it's what it is.
this is what cut specialists do for boxers.
Yeah.
They cut the bruising and the blood comes out so they can see out of their eye and you know
Yeah, cut me, Mick.
yeah
Yeah, and of course they captured the other group too.
yeah the other group who was just coming from the sea from fishing.
Yeah, they were just
The,
minding their own business too, pretty much. You know.
these tribes they work all day to feed the tribes. They hunt and forage for food, live off the land, and here you have these hired warriors, hunters, uh, charged with going to capture these regular tribes for slavery and other purposes that you'll come to find here.
Hmm. And you have the children who have escaped into the jungle.
That yeah, the children keep just following their parents. You see the younger ones holding up their younger siblings, traveling, wondering what the hell's going on. They have no idea why this is forsaking their tribe. This guy, he's a very mean warrior hunter because
He's
he
he's just an
taunts
asshole.
them. Yeah, he taunts every one of them, poking at their wounds, drinks water in front of them, like he treats them like dogs and dirt. Oh, I I was guessing in the 14th century, not the 15th. In the late 1400s. I think they have each captured man tied six or seven to a bamboo stick, and like they're wading through this river. It has high running. It's a very fast, rapid running river. So it wouldn't be easy, especially with wounds, to walk through this running river. It's moving at a very fast pace. I love those long pulled back shots of the rainforest and
Mhm.
where they live. Meanwhile, back in the pit or
Mhm.
cave, uh, the child, her son has experienced part of that stalagmite hitting his leg, so she's taking these big ants, with big mandibles, and they're a very effective way on how to fix an open wound. They She breaks off the heads. She gets to bite the child, so it's like staples. It's
Mhm.
staples before staples, using the mandibles of the ant, this really big ant, to cover the wound. Very intelligent way of doing it. I love this scene, how came to be. Thank you for your kind words. I'm trying my best. Words and pictures.
Mhm. And hello to FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about that words and pictures is that nobody ever reads the commentary part.
Yeah, yeah,
So they get upset when the movie is not there.
yeah.
Which, well, this is not a public domain film yet. Obviously, it's only 20 years old. So, and of course, I got to get my head around the fact that this is a 20-year-old movie already.
I just thought the name of the ant is called the leaf cutter. I believe the leaf cutter or something like that is the name of the ant
Hmm.
species. I think I've seen other documentaries about that. This becomes
Joe,
very
yeah. This guy's like, what part of keep them alive did I
yeah.
not make clear?
I know we were charged to capture
Yeah,
these men to bring back to the rich folk of our city where we're going. Indeed, rest in peace, Robert Carradine from
yeah,
Revenge of the Nerds franchise and many other films, TV shows. Yeah, February's been a rough month on celebrity passings.
mm. He's thinking about it, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't challenge him. You'll lose, kid.
yeah.
You'll lose, kid. You may be tough, but you're not all that tough.
No.
I mean, Jaguar Paw almost kicked his ass. Which we'll get a round two coming up later in the film.
Hmm. Could this film be made today? Um, I don't know. Um, I don't.
I think
I
it
don't.
could be.
Yeah, I don't. I don't see why not. But I would still say, even if it was, Mel Gibson probably would be the only one who could probably pull it off
Yeah.
in this fashion, anyway.
I mean, at this point, with woke culture dying out, slowly dying off, who gives a flying f if we
Mm.
offend somebody? Somebody's bound to be offended because I hate to say, young people are so easily offended. In my personal opinion, I'm sorry, Generation X. Fuck your feelings, folks. Fuck your feelings. I'm gonna make what I want to make, especially if I'm putting money into it myself. You know.
I do want to say hello to a few people who have joined us here in the chat. Our pal Kronos is here.
Hello, Kronos.
Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube. And Words and Pictures, unfortunately, has to go because it is rather late where he is. So, good night,
Good
Words
night.
and Pictures.
Good night, words and pictures. It's always great to see you. I hope your health is coming back and you will be well. And we'll hope to see you some other time.
Yeah.
Good night, my friend. His friend telling his Jaguar paw, before this day I will leave this world. But he will live on his own terms. I know, right?
Yeah.
Jaguar
Going,
paw. Oh no, don't rain! Because he knows that cave
yeah.
tends to fill with water when it rains.
Going back to the director discussion going on in the background, we've got a couple of other recommendations. Ari Aster, I don't know. I think technically he could do it. I just don't see him doing it. Uh oh.
This is a very large tree that I believe they cut down. I don't think it just fell down. I think somebody was cutting it down. That is one large tree.
I'm walking here.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part. Okay. Nice one. Gambit S for Paul Thomas Anderson. He's I see Anderson as more of kind of like He's more LA based. In aside from There Will Be Blood, he really hasn't done a period piece. I again, somebody who could technically pull off a movie like this, I just don't see him doing it.
Here's an interesting part of this film. They encounter this tribe who's been plagued by a virus that went run rampant, and these hunter warriors are scared and terrified of this disease.
Yeah,
He's pushing the child away. It's like mumps or something, but this disease he
yeah,
knows is very viral and easy to
yeah.
catch. Like
This is
you come near me, you're going to catch the disease, and he wants the
yeah,
child nowhere near him. He doesn't want to catch this disease. It's plagued this village who are dying out from this odd disease. You know, something that we probably have a vaccine for nowadays.
yeah.
This child's eyes tells 1,000 words with this
Mm.
look, and she curses the hunter warriors right here. I love this scene. This scene's great, great, wonderful scene. You vile, while you are vile. She's laying it down like it is. She's no dumb child. Miles of wisdom behind those eyes and that voice. And you see these hunter warriors. You see the fear become in their eyes. These hunter warriors who had no
Yeah,
course of hunting down other men and killing other tribes. But this child
yeah.
instills so much fear in this hunter warrior. What a great moment
She's not wrong.
for this child to put this
Yeah,
curse on this hunter warrior.
man. Jaguar will lead to your end.
Oh, that is so
Yeah,
great, so brilliant that
good.
they had the fortitude to put that in the scene. Here you have other tribes who've been sold into slave to mine for basically their jewelry, their riches, the turquoise. I think they're believe they're mining turquoise
Hmm.
and other stuff. They're near the ancient city. See, famine and drought have starved out this ancient city. Crops are dying off. Fest, Fested with worms, and the people aren't looking so good, are they?
No.
So this is all drawing closer to the big city.
Hello to Big Al Presents, the creator of the 10 Word Review, the host of Films with Friends. I'll be joining him this Saturday at 10 p.m. as we watch Johnny Dangerously.
Great film.
Indeed.
That was one of our late friend Admiral Doom's favorite movies.
Uh, we are nearing the halfway point of Apocalypto. So if you have
Yes,
time
we're
now, join us in
one
the.
hour, 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 19 seconds.
Mhm.
Looks like that white stuff is a building material, like a
Mm.
stucco or a paint. We're getting to the purpose why they were captured and taken in the first place. Not to be sold as slaves, but something far worse. You know what? I've never seen that movie, FKHC 2005. We just might have to do it here on Action Theater.
Good one. Yeah, it's basically King Lear is a samurai film.
We're going to have a surprise for you, FKH 2005. We'll announce it when we wrap and we come to the end of our show. A special announcement about March. You see how the rich act with the non-rich. The rich are very rude to the general public. she couldn't. The mother-in-law could not be sold as a slave, so they release her.
Hmm.
Nobody wanted the old woman, and his wife was murdered because she fought these evil warrior hunter bastards. The mother that the mother-in-law that once hated his guts is now loving and like, and there's nothing she can do.
Hmm.
Like the walls tell you the story of what's to come. Basically, they were kidnapped from their homes to be sacrificial to the gods. Old civilizations did this. I believe Egyptians also practiced this. Interesting fact, in the film Gladiator, they painted them red. In this film, the sacrifices were painted blue
Hmm.
to be given up as sacrifice to the gods. No, Kronos, and the Jedi is now an outlaw. So there you have it. The drums that you hear kind of remind me of us of the beat from Terminator 2.
Hmm.
They have multiple heads put on spikes. Oh yeah, this priestess are really channeling their god. I think that emperor or king, whatever he may be, might be a little bit too stoned or high on something. So here we have our high priestess telling the crowds of the coming sacrifice. And it tells you why they're sacrificing because of the drought and the crops not growing. They have much turquoise jewelry. Can you dig it? Oh, this is not that film.
No, no.
I think I've been feeding that boy too much. Kaliba! Kaliba Shantide! You were thinking it too, Kronos. I knew you were thinking it. They cut off the head, throw it down the stairs, and then discarded the body. I think somebody's eyeball popped out on that one. They like to cut out beating hearts so it could be in the hand of the high priestess. Now, here we have in this scene coming up the prophecy that was foretold by the child, where day will become night. Stop picking your butt, kid. That's gross. Don't you teach your children manners? So the solar eclipse is happening. Day is becoming night. And they're taking this as a sign or a word from the gods.
Mm-hmm.
Incidentally, I never ever look at this type of eclipse. You would burn the cornea of your eyes and you become blind.
Yeah.
There's special glasses or stuff you can make on like cardboard to see it. You can never look directly at it.
Yeah. Total eclipse of the heart. Yeah, I'd say.
So at this point, they're claiming that the gods have been pleased and they're going to cease the day's offerings, sacrifices. You're not drunk yet, honey, Carlos. The priest orders him to dispose of his captors. This is also quite interesting. They're going to play a game with the captors, set them free, but freedom has to be earned. This arena like a football field of like they can have their freedom if they can only make it to the cornfield. But of course, them being hunter warriors, they have their this is their game, this is their arena. Basically, if they can escape without being killed, they get to keep their lives. Needless to say, this is an unfair sport because they're pretty sure make it unbeatable to escape to freedom.
Hello to Acres of Movies. Uh,
Timestamp 121:04.
mhm.
Well, one way they shoot arrows and throw spears at them, and bows and stones. And they only have one, like a goalie. They have one man at the end to kill him off. Here's what he said to his best friend in the prophecy: by this day, he will be leaving this world. It's a wound that's definitely going to kill you through the gut, kill you slow, but well, basically, the high priestess said, "Put this." Said, "Dispose of them." Not much of a priest, is he? Yeah, serpentine, serpentine. That always works. One thing Jaguar Paw is very good at, he's good at running.
Oh, he's gone. The fisherman. Up. And Zero Wolf has taken down Jaguar Paw. And it's going to make his son finish him off.
His best friend is definitely one key factor to help saving his life. Ooh, oh, right in the neck. And this is it for the hunter
Yep.
warrior leader. That's his son. He's telling his son to die like a man, but yet he wants his revenge, like any father probably would. The dude had, just keeping this in mind, this guy had shoulder pads that were made out of other humans' heads. He's like, yeah, we're all in. We're chasing. We're gonna hunt these guys down. And his men follow him into the hunt. Oh,
Yeah.
more disposed captives. A huge grave, if well. Uh, this there's a lot of dead folks, but the smell would not be great. Yeah, there would be lots of insects, maggots, and flies. Also gets really interesting here because they're hunting jaguar paw, and jaguar paw knows these woods and forests like the back of his hands. He uses the landscape and even the wildlife to his benefit. Great to see you, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, saying hello to everyone. Happy Thursday. Well, hello to you, sir. I think they still would have probably hunted him down even if he didn't kill the main leader's son. But like that was the preface for them all to be hunting him.
Yeah.
Were I ever impaled? No, I wouldn't want to be impaled. No, I would never put myself down for impalement.
No.
There is a baby jaguar. Wherever a baby jaguar, the mama jaguar is. There's the
Oh,
mama.
hello.
Yeah, there's the mama. Get away from my baby. Found blood. This is great. He's ready for his life, but it helps him to his advantage. They think that he's coming right for him with a good reason.
Shoot the bunny. He's coming right at us.
Yep. I like how his mama goes right for his face and jugular. She was only protecting her baby. You motherfucker, use.
They would have wanted me to have it. Yeah, well, I'm just saying. Yeah, okay.
Fear has taken over this hunter warrior, saying the omen has been foretold.
Yep. The kid told you.
Jaguar Pod really knows how to live off the land. He knows how to eat. He even knows how to heal himself. I mean, he's been doing it for decades at this point.
And then Lazarus said, "You're just a man," and the beekeeper said, "Oh, I know." And oh, all right. Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Oh,
Well, it might be inaccurate, but it was is told well in a fictional manner in which kind of appreciated storytelling here. Now, in some rainforests, there are frogs that can kill by just their skin and their touch. You're going to see a part coming up here where Jaguar Paw finds one of them diddly toads and uses it to his advantage in a brilliant way. There are them howler monkeys again, making all types of noise through the night. Damn howler monkeys fighting with each other. They were fighting over a banana. It's not really dead. I'm not dead yet. That's right. Beat that howler monkey. Those things are ferocious. They don't like people. Oh, that is a viper that just bit him in the neck. He'll be dead very quickly. That's the one that was fearful. Yeah, it only matters sometimes before the toxin hits your heart and stops it. No, in this movie, that was a venomous snake, a viper,
Yeah.
like a tree viper or something. No, wrong type of snake for that region.
Made it to the river.
And that's one giant cliff. Say that's got about a good 100 foot drop or more.
Sharp rocks below? Most likely. Bring it on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If the fall don't kill you, the rocks might. And drowning in the river. There's that. You know, I like Jaguar's spot. Look like I'm going for it. I'm going for it. They'll be stupid enough to follow me. As long as you put your feet down, put your feet down.
Thank you very much.
We all jump. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Just don't be scared. There's one that made it. The crazy ass fucker. I don't think that guy made it. That rock probably killed him on impact. Cracked its skull like a egg. I've survived a 100 foot jump, and now I'm in a bog.
We now return to Southern Comfort, already in progress.
I can imagine this bog is like it's water and sand, and it like really weighing your body down. So he's struggling to fight against the water and the sand combined just to get out of this bog. Kind of like being pushed down by your two evil brothers. Like, stay down in the bog. Heavy because of all that sand and water together. Nah, it's not Swamp Thing, Kronos. Hey, but you think mud's going to protect you from predators or killers? Jaguar paws real come to the realization I own this forest. This is my forest. I
Mm-hmm.
rule. I'm king here. Nah, I don't think it's Groot's forest. Groot comes from a different world. That is a hornet's nest that he is carrying in this giant leaf. And now you have a giant hornet swarm. There's that same stalagmite that injured her son. She's now using that rope to try to escape the cave. At first, I thought it was a sinkhole, but you could see that it's a cave that's just in the ground. There's one of those frogs that are poisonous. You can hold it by the feet, but you can't touch its back. His backs have a high toxin for if a predator eats it. Try to put it in its mouth. A nice little
Yeah.
protection that frog has.
And this guy's already been bit all the hell by the hornets, so he's moving slow.
He's just waiting for one of his hunter warrior friends to come along. As Delity was saying earlier, that the sounds of thunder indicate the coming thunderstorm.
Mhm.
So that's why we're actually back here. This is a race against the clock to save his wife and child. Ouch! Uh oh, baby's coming. Baby wants to come. Brilliant tactic. That mud leading them right in the jugular, and then the shoulder, and in the head. Yeah, this guy's toast. Three darts, poison darts. He's got a lot of poisons running through his body. Yes, frog power, Kronos. You're right there. Ah, he's staring them down. This this scene is a great setup to a remarkable fight. Oh yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong. The determination of Jaguar Paws is so fierce. Ooh, ouch.
Shanwu slide.
He's safe
Clunk.
and you're out. He's safe and you're out. Look, I love it. The blood just gushing out of his head from that one blow. Yeah, no, he's no longer almost. He kicked your ass, and now you're dead. Oh, you should have kept the weapon though. He's just leaving the scene, and he sees Jaguar probably running away. Time's running out for his wife and two sons. Well, you thought you were going to have a natural birth. Well, God's calling this one. It will be a water birthing, which might even be better for the child, for the mother and the child.
Mm.
She's one pretty fierce mama bear, I tell you. She, in her own right, has been through the ring of it and fighting this day of days.
Where have you been? I, I've been. Well,
Well, I was taken to the city to be sold as a sacrifice. And then the gods came and spared me, and I got away. But I'm here now. Ouch. There's that volcanic rock dagger. This is
Mm-hmm.
great. Ah, yes, set the trap. Oh, you ran into my boar trap or bear trap. Very effective. You lost, Hunter Warrior. You lost. I believe there were a total of like nine or seven, or between nine or seven guys who started hunting Jaguar's paw. They're down to two. He's down to two men hunting him now. It hasn't worked out so well for the hunters now, has it?
No.
Baby's coming. Baby's arrived.
And
They're not
something
even.
even worse.
Yep, men in really big ships, and they're coming to shore. The conquistadors have arrived.
And the fella playing I can't even say it, conquistador.
Yes.
I believe was also the historical advisor on the film, if I remember correct.
Him and his wife looked upon the Spanish conquistador ships. Should you go to them? Nah,
No.
we're fine on our own. Now that was definitely a day of days for Jaguars. And that, everybody, was Mel Gibson's Apocalypto. Very underrated film. Very great, in my opinion. All right, all right, all right. I believe deleted scenes. YouTube Ronin may have some consult the scrolls.
All right. Well, Apocalypto was released December 8th, 2006 in the United States. Estimated budget of $40 million. Going on to gross over 120 million worldwide. Was nominated for 3 Academy Awards: makeup, sound mixing, and sound editing. Was nominated at the Saturn Awards for Best Director and Best International Film. Was nominated as a foreign language film at the BAFTAs. Outstanding achievement in cinematography at the theatrical releases, nominated by the American Society of Cinematographers. Nominated foreign language film at the Cinema Writers Circle Awards in Spain. Nominated Best Foreign Film, the Golden Eagle Awards in Russia. All right. Winner of the Capri in Italian Worldwide Award. Best Cinematography, Chicago. No, I'm sorry, Central Ohio Film Critics Association. Nominated for Foreign Language Film at the Critics' Choice Awards. Nominated Foreign Language Film at the Golden Globes. All right. Was nominated for Best Picture at the Imogen Awards, Imogen Foundation Awards, where Gerardo Terracena was nominated for Supporting Actor. He won, in fact. And winner for Supporting Actress, Dalia Hernandez, who, of course, was the Mrs. down in the well. International Online Cinema Awards, nominated for Makeup and Hairstyling and foreign language film. Nominated for foreign language film at the London Critics Circle Film Awards. Winner of Best Cinematography at the North Texas Film Critics Association. Winner Best Sound Editing for music in a feature film at the Motion Picture Sound Editors. And nominated for the Golden Reel Award for Best Sound Editing in a feature film, dialogue and automated dialogue replacement. Winner of Best Makeup, De Primo Berenice, 2007. Nominated foreign language film at the Awards Circuit Community Awards and for the Chicago Film Critics Association Awards. Nominated for Best Foreign Language Film at the Dallas Fort Worth Film Critics Association Awards and won Best Cinematography. Winner Best Cinematography at the Phoenix Film Critics Society Awards. Nominated Best Foreign Language Motion Picture at the Satellite Awards. Nominated Foreign Language Film, St. Louis Film Critics Association. And second place, Best Non-English Language Film, the Utah Film Critics Association Awards. Pre-production began July 22nd, 2005, with filming beginning in October. Filming ended December 19th, 2005. Post-production began July 13th, 2006, and went on through September 24th, 2006. To reach the release date of November 16th, 2006. Filming locations in Mexico, Sierra Madre del Sur, Oaxaca, Sierra Madre del Sur, de Chiapas, Catemaco, Veracruz, Los Tuxtlas, Veracruz, and a couple of other places I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce, as well as St. Austell, Cornwall, in the UK. All right. On to the trivia. Because of heavy rains. No, Tim, I will not try to pronounce them. I can't. I never have.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lengthen the show any further than I have to in attempting to do so. All right. Because of heavy rains in Mexico, the release date moved from August 4th, 2006 to December 8th, 2006. The amount of digital footage shot equals approximately 2 million feet of conventional film. Many substantial speaking roles were filled by Mayan people who had never acted before. The sick girl who curses the hunting party as they pass and the captives pass right before entering the city was played by a 7-year-old who lived in a dirt-floored hut in a village similar to Jaguar Paul's. Or Paw. I've renamed him Jaguar Paul. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. It's Paul! They're all Paul. All right. During filming, severe flooding in southern Mexico displaced at least 1 million people. The crew helped with flood relief. The teaser trailer for the film has an almost entirely different cast than the one that ends up in the film. Special care was taken to protect the digital cameras from the unpredictable Mexican rainforest climate. They were covered with space blankets to reflect the extreme heat. Temperature was closely monitored via thermometers added to the cameras. For shooting at a waterfall, the cameras were put in a specially built Hydroflex splash bags designed by Pete Romano. Mel Gibson and Farhad Safina tried hard to find actors that matched the archetype each character represented. For instance, Rudy Youngblood struck Gibson as the mythic archetype of a hero. Gibson saw that as necessary for people to identify with a foreign language film about an indigenous American culture in the 16th century. As a teenager, Mel Gibson was once called almost by an older boy, a deep insult that inspired the line in which a headhunter calls Jaguar Paw almost. Gibson makes a brief, nearly hidden appearance in the Apocalypto trailer. Click the pause button when the screaming monkey appears just after the pregnant woman, but before the solar eclipse, then use the left arrow button to step the video back frame by frame to the guys painted white. Step back another frame or two and you'll see Gibson with a heavy beard smoking a cigar.
Now that I have to go back and look for.
Yeah. Mel Gibson turned down the lead role in World Trade Center in order to direct his film.
I think he made the wise choice.
This film is allegedly inspired by the text of Popol Vuh, sometimes called the Mayan Bible, and Spanish missionary descriptions of the Maya. Raliba was originally offered the part of Hanging Moss, but turned it down due to time commitment needed in Mexico and a commitment to another film that was in production. The man on the promotional poster for the film is not Jaguar Paw, but one of his pursuers, Middle-eyed, a vicious member of Zero Whoops group who dubs Jaguar Paw almost. Was included among the 1001 movies you must see before you die, edited by Steven Snyder, until its removal in 2013. Assholes. Anyway, when the tree is cut down, nearly falling on the slaving party, Zero Wolf says, "Hey, I'm walking here." It's a throwback to the reference to Ratso Rizzo's line in Midnight Cowboy when a taxi nearly runs him over. And also, speaking Midnight Cowboy, that wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, so, yeah. So Dustin Hoffman completely stayed in character and improvised that line. In Italy, the film was initially given a general admission rating, along with a warning in most cinemas that the content was not suitable for children. Within 6 days of release, the film was officially re-rated not under 14. Mel Gibson claimed that Rudy Youngblood was genuinely running from the Jaguar, which was only kept from reaching him by a tether. Gibson added, "You can't train a Jaguar." Apocalypto was the last R-rated movie released under the Walt Disney banner. The quote at the beginning of the film reads, "A great civilization is not conquered from without until it has destroyed itself from within." W. Durant. At 63 minutes, there's an old man with laughing sickness. This refers to the disease called Kiru, a brain illness caused by eating human brains contaminated with prions. Ugh. The skull relief on top of the entrance of the firing range is the exact replica of an ornament from the classical Mayan period found in Palenque, Mexico. All right. The film covers many factors that historians believe led to the downfall of the Mesoamerican civilizations. The people were going through drought and famine, as shown, with dying disease-like crops and poor water supply. Plague diseases decimated the people, as shown with the little girl having the bubonic plague and the old man's laughing sickness, which came with uncontrollably shaking from eating human brains. Spanish also brought diseases the tribes had no natural immunity to. deforestation, and the construction of limestone blocks. A tree almost falls on the captured group. Many trees are required to burn in order to create these lime blocks. By using so much trees, it drives the game away, taking their habitat. The lime blocks were toxic to the workers, inevitably killing them, as shown with a worker throwing up blood. Overpopulation showing children fighting for scraps of meat. Overpopulation would lead to more aggressive territorial wars in an effort to increase territory, resources, slaves, and sacrifices. With the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors and missionaries, they brought force and their diseases in pursuit of land and gold. The Spanish went through the Mesoamerican tribes. Once reaching Texas, they were stopped in their tracks by the mighty and powerful Comanche. The film released to theaters is the original film Mel Gibson created. The MPAA did not request anything to be cut in order to get the R rating. Jaguar Paul's wife, Seven, has a tattoo on her left arm, a horizontal line with two black dots over it. That's the Mayan glyph for the number 7. Despite being a box office success, this was not as successful as Mel Gibson argued it could have been because Disney pulled it from theaters. On the Joe Rogan Experience, Gibson elaborated. Apocalypto had no stars. It was in another language and it came out the same weekend that had a film with Leonardo DiCaprio in it and another film that had Cameron Diaz in it. And those 3 films came out on the same weekend. The one with no stars in it and without the language won the weekend monetarily. It won the box office by a narrow margin. The second week out, Disney pulled the screens, and I thought that's funny because Apocalypto was another self-funded project. So I guess that's another agenda. Maybe this distribution deal wasn't as good as the other ones, but it's a business.
Yep.
For the waterfall jump scene, Rudy Youngblood jumped in a harness from a 15-story building in Veracruz over about 10 takes. The shot was digitally superimposed over the real waterfall later. After Gibson harassed Youngblood about his initial fear of jumping, Youngblood got together with the stunt crew and goaded Gibson into taking a jump himself. While filming the 170-foot waterfall for Jaguar Paul's jump scene, a real cow that was trying to cross upstream went over the falls. It emerged at the bottom alive and dazed, begging along rocks near the bank. Gibson and crew were certain the cow was done for. After a local man swam into the river and calmed the cow, it climbed up on the bank and began eating grass as if nothing had happened. Body count 114.
Wow.
According to the director Mel Gibson, a co-writer for Hard Surfing, his DVD commentary, the halting of the sacrifices at the onset of a solar eclipse was a carefully timed ruse by the Mayan ruling class. As precocious astrologers, the Mayans used their knowledge of celestial phenomena to control the underclass. The Oracle Girl's entire prophecy comes true, including being reborn from mud and earth. When Jaguar Paw escapes from the sinkhole/quicksand, he is black like the jaguar and turns the tables on his pursuers. Jaguars generally do not kill humans, though there have been a few cases. The method of attack is portrayed accurately. Other big cats asphyxiate their prey with a bite to the throat. Jaguars kill with a penetrating bite to the brain. The eclipse scene is reminiscent of the 1948 Tintin album Prisoners of the Sun, where an eclipse saves the protagonist from execution by an Incan cult. The concept of foreknowledge of an eclipse as a tool of manipulation was first used in Sir H. Rider Haggard's King Solomon's Mines, where the protagonists use it to inspire a revolt against the tyrannical king. The majority of the Hulkane warriors' names contain references to their physical appearance throughout the movie. Zero Wolf, Snake Inc., Ten Peck Harry, Monkey Paw, and Buzzard Hook have tattoos and headband ornaments resembling their respective namesake animals. Middle Eye bears a circular tattoo on his forehead. Cut Rock bears a scar from bloodletting his swollen eye. Almost all of the pursuers remain unnamed throughout the movie, the only exceptions being Hanging Moss and Drunkard's 4.
Sorry,
Rage,
spam call.
yeah. And I'm wondering if that was an earthquake just now. Anyway, Raging war, chiefly for the purpose to gather human sacrifices, was mostly an Aztec practice executed in dedicated flower wars, often to appease the gods in the face of droughts or famine, while preying on a village of unsuspecting huntsmen would be rather atypical of such a war, yet it may be another indicator of civilizationary decline, it being a major motif throughout the movie. All right. Well, that is it. The scrolls are closed.
Okay, here's the major announcement, folks. Me and Deleted Scenes are we have dubbed March as Film Noir Month. We're gonna start out with next week, the Maltese Falcon, followed by another one, and then well, maybe a few surprises here and there by the end of the month because there's 4 Thursdays in the month of March. But mark your calendars next week, right here, same channel. We'll be watching the Maltese Falcon. March month is film noir in action theater. That's what we'll be bringing you, and we will be back here on Sunday with Western Cinema Presents Arizona Cult,
Mm-hmm.
which I will be posting shortly after this. We get wrapped up with the stream. That's what I got coming for you, and I might put out a video coming out here. I'm surprised you'll have to stay tuned. And I might do another stream here. And you might see me on Films with Friends here or there, or at least in the chat. That's what I have coming up. What about you, Deleted Scenes?
All right. Well, as for me, later on tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern will be my program Coming Attractions. Get to find out what I am going to be up to this weekend, up to and including, as I said earlier, my appearance on Films with Friends, along with Big Al Presents, and we're going to be watching Johnny Dangerously. Sunday at, of course, Sunday, Western Cinema Presents at 3:30 p.m. Arizona Cult will be the film. And let's see. Later on that night at 8 p.m. will be my program Unscripted, episode 141, entitled In a Manner of Speaking. And I am going to be talking about the situation that took place at the BAFTAs. And I am going to be putting a strong language warning on this episode. It's I'm going to have to be kind of a little bit careful around a couple of other words, but there's going to be a strong language warning on that show, and I might not even monetize it for that reason.
That might be wise.
Yeah. So yeah, I knew someone who had Tourette's syndrome, and so I
Oh,
understand what they had to go through. So I'm
right.
yeah, and a couple of similar situations to what happened the other night. So going to be talking about that. And if I have time, maybe a couple of other topics along the way as well. Um, and later on that night at 11 p.m., my program Reserved Seats, episode 31. Writer Albert Lanier will be joining me once again as my guest. And we're going to be talking about the Oscars from the point of view of a journalist. So, very curious to see what he has in mind. And of course, Tuesday at 8:30, live from Sparkwood and 21, where we're going to be watching the next episode of Twin Peaks, the first episode after the pilot movie. So, yeah. And of course, join us right back here next Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yep. Film noir what begins with 1941's Humphrey Bogart film The Maltese Falcon.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. I hope you all enjoyed today. I know I had fun
Mm-hmm.
commentating this one. We hope you will come back and join us next week. Remember, Action Theater, we're mostly we have to be commentary only because we cannot show you these films here on YouTube because we're restricted by copyright law and the guidelines of YouTube. So please do come back. Tell friends, family members, share it out. Make Please leave us a comment that helps the algorithm, and we'll always remember to be excellent to each other. Party on, and we'll see you on the next one. Good evening, folks. Over to you, Dilly.
All right. I do want to thank once again everybody who joined us on the live chat on Cosme. We had over 400 people watching us at one point or another during the course of the program.
Awesome.
Um, and that's just counting my side of the audience. Bill usually has as many more, if not twice as more as I do. So thank you to everyone who showed up, who listened in, even if it was only for a few moments. Um, every view is appreciated. Um, do remember that please hit the like on both of our channels, share out the stream, say hello in the comments. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to both of our channels if you are
Yes.
new to the show, because we, like I said, we do this show every week. So
And subscriptions are completely free. We guarantee we won't charge you a cent.
yep. And we do have memberships on our channels, so there is
Yeah.
members only content. And as I always say at the end of every broadcast from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, including our second home office here in Arizona with Bill, good night. Take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, stay away from Mayan temples. It gets a little sticky.
Yes.
Don't look directly in the eclipse because you will go blind.
Yes.
Because this is how we win.